Justice.
Dude,
Justice.
it's justice.
Welcome back to it. I missed it.
And it's just us.
Yeah.
Aw.
Despite everything.
I have double checked. The chat can hear me.
That's great.
Good.
Okay,
Thanks
cool,
for checking.
cool.
Chat, can you hear Saps?
Yeah.
You know, just to double check.
Listen, I made the same the voice mod for you guys as well. It's just whenever we play something that require online. Press the switch!
Press the switch.
Press the switch.
I did it. What now?
Go back.
Press it again.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. The
Okay.
boy.
The boy.
Oh boy.
The man.
He's here.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm
The
ready.
man
There
with
you
the
are.
legend.
I saw. I was like, why isn't he darker than normal? Oh.
Okay, there's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words that I remember.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh?
Small
Are
window,
the
and
words
voice
press the
sings.
switch?
Yeah.
Press the switch now.
Yeah, because right, Lemiwa heard from the window the words press the switch.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Was,
yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't
I
it
have no
it's
memory.
over, press the switch?
Something like that. Yeah. Press the switch now. Yeah, that's what it says there. Switch.
Yeah, okay.
It's over. Press
it's
the
over,
switch.
press the
now.
Press
switch.
the switch now.
Yeah.
Press the
Yeah.
switch.
There was
Okay,
nothing
that
at
would be
the-
the
Press
switch
it.
for the fire.
Yet there was nothing in the scene that would call the switch save the lights.
Detonator be upon ye.
True, there wasn't a switch at the scene. But it just so happens I have a switch right here and it's charged.
Oh, good job.
No.
Ooh.
That certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it?
The problem is, this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage.
The stage.
Where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there.
On the stage.
Are you claiming that the voice Lamiwa heard was of someone commanding another to press this switch?
It's a possibility.
I
Objection.
think I know.
Oh, I had a forehead. I'd call that an impossibility. It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout in the concert room forum. The stage is quite far from Lamawa's dressing room. Not to mention the Gaviners were in the middle of a concert on the same stage. We are known for being a quiet band. You could shout all you wanted and not be heard.
Are you an idiot?
Yes. I mean, no.
Your Honor!
Strike that from the court record.
No, leave it in, leave it in.
No! Water?
I'm hurt.
Yes!
Dang it. It's been a
I
minute.
thought you were waiting for the bit, so I was like, oh, you forgot.
No, I just forgot that I'm hurt. The detective's voice wasn't loud, but certainly not a shout.
So too have had Forehead's cries of possibility fallen far too short of being heard.
Sorry, but he wouldn't have needed to shout.
Excuse me?
Don't make me shout. You heard what I said? Or do you mean to shout it out for you?
And Forehead, you always shout.
Well, that's because I prepared my cords of steel and
You
it
don't
would
need them
have
for a
been-
courtroom.
That could be fine. You're across the room, man.
They are helpful.
What?
It's good to be heard.
It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh, wait. You like evidence, don't you? How about this?
You like evidence, don't you? You want
Suddenly
evidence?
very
You wanna go-
using this, it would be easy to get a message here to someone on the stage from the dressing room.
It's the earpiece.
I am
Please do not
so
make up with the
tempting.
evidence, Prosecutor
Earpiece.
Gavin.
I am so tempting in just giving something wrong just to make Apollo's bravado fall apart.
Pick
You
the gun.
know what? You know what?
Don't do that.
No,
It would
come
be
on.
funny though.
Why? Come
I get to
on.
have a moment.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna find a middle ground. I can't save. Fuck. We just had the
Then
save
just-
file.
Just present the thing. Thank
We
you.
have the save file.
We don't gotta go around picking the wrong evidence.
But it's funny. My health. I'm full.
You're full?
My health is full.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I bet you to Gavin. Perhaps you're familiar with this for your cell phone.
Why that's...
What is it?
It's Truce's ear.
Huh? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I wasn't looking? Actually, Judge.
Kind
Judge.
of.
This is a type of transmitter, a communications device.
Communications device?
From what I've heard, everyone on stage is wearing one of these. Oh, isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, actually. They're for talking between band members. We all had one on.
So you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple.
Objection!
That's a wall.
Yes. Good job, Hatfothead. But wait, they'll send out an electronic signal. To avoid interference with the audio systems, their range is quite limited.
Lemmy Wah said it was about 30 feet, right?
Well, look at the cross-section diagram of the concert forum.
30 feet, that's my movement as a human.
Ah.
There's no key or measurement. No, exactly. The walk from the stage to the backseat seems far. But the distance is less than 30 feet. I counted.
Can't be!
So, when Lemmy Wah heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage.
Ha! You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why did it have to be on the stage at the time? It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hid it on the stage after the fact.
Hey, he's got a point. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said, press the switch.
Well, I guess we don't.
An unfortunate situation. I'm afraid that until we know where the switch was, there's little point in debating it.
How many chances are gonna go? This is the way to go with this.
Wait, so do we know the range in which the switch works with the detonator thing?
I believe it's also 30 feet.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
30 feet, but I can't
you could
confirm.
you could daisy chain that to be about 60 feet from the command to the detonation.
Yeah.
But if you want to remain safe, let's say 50 feet. What is the switch anyway? We don't even know that basic fact.
Apollo.
I'm gonna light this man on fire.
We have the technology for that.
We have
Here,
that.
hold this, air diva.
Trucy, it's for you.
Wait a second. Yeah. Hold this just for a hot second. It'll be fine. I do know what this switch is. And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case.
What's up, Apollo? Apollo?
We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further information to share concerning the switch.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Justice.
I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what the switch is.
Hmm.
Why do you
Well,
sound
it seems-
unsure of yourself?
That's fine.
It seems the defense is set upon linking this switch to the case.
Yes.
Slap up. Let's see your evidence of the link. What evidence do you have to explain what this switch is?
It's a gun!
It's not a gun.
The remote
remote
firing
fire-
device.
fire.
Run.
Remote firing
Igniter.
device, yeah.
What is that thing?
I hardly know her.
Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this?
Ah! That's that!
That what?
That fire.
Is it another one of those newfangled phones?
Sure, try it.
Sure.
Yeah,
This.
just hold this up to your head real quick.
Okay.
Boulder.
How much do you love your
Boulder.
beard? This is a lighter.
No.
What phone looks like this?
A broken one.
Igniter. You mean it's like a lighter?
I do.
A lighter?
Yes,
You mean
exactly.
It's like an igniter?
You aren't saying this switch is a remote.
I am. This is a remote trigger for a lighter.
Why are you so stuck on lighter?
Igniter's a stupid word.
Why?
Why? It's a thing that ignites things. It's an
So it's a lighter.
igniter.
I mean, both can be true.
Exactly.
A
And I
lighter
choose my
is an
truth.
igniter.
And an igniter is a lighter. Therefore, I say
This is
lighter.
a very funny argument.
I was curious
It's
the
a
whole time.
step ladder.
It's a step lighter.
I was curious the entire last stream why you were so focused on calling it a lighter, and this was your reason.
Yes. And you keep going. I'm gonna call it a
Semantics.
kitchen lighter too.
Wait,
A kitchen lighter, like your kitchen ladder.
I
Yeah,
was
we
saying
know.
quoting Clavier.
Oh. Well, look, I'll show you.
Mr. Justice, you will cease and desist from burning down this courtroom.
Sorry, that was a bit more fire than I expected.
Bald, if my whiskers had caught on fire.
I can't believe
Prosecutor
they made
Gavin.
the same joke we did.
Same brain cell.
Let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote lighter trigger.
It's fine. It's fine.
This is a silly hang up.
Latusi.
Latusi.
I still would call him that if you would let me.
We won't.
Dead now. You can't. He can't let you do anything.
Jay,
Well, we got to
Jay,
name it.
no, you didn't kill him.
We didn't.
We were there. We found the body. We heard the last
We
word.
can't
Kill
change
him,
your
though.
rules of the
Them's the
naming now.
His actual last words were, "My name is
We have to
Lucy."
find out who killed him so we can figure out what his new name's gonna be.
Mhm.
I guess that's true.
We gotta ask
Tuesday
them,
the
I guess.
Yeah.
What did you name him?
Maya, bring it back to life.
Well,
Doesn't that suggest something to you?
Where is Maya?
You're
she's
talking
she's
about what
gone.
happened to me,
Sad.
aren't you?
Exactly. At the night at the concert was there was one unusual burst of flame.
Oh my god.
They're just telling us. Auto scroll.
Oh,
When your guitar, you know, we got the hot stuff.
when it did the thing.
Oh yeah, burst of fire into the concert from the lighter.
That's yep. Wasn't that part of the stage show though?
Patrick Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned. And the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
That's right. He got it in Virginia from Lemiwa.
Border.
He said the sound was amazing. Before it burned, of course. Now it just kind of smokes.
The better the guitar, the brighter it burns.
Sure, dude.
Head forehead.
Yes.
Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice heard by Lamioha. and the guitar suddenly catching on fire.
Oh my god. What do you mean? What do you mean? He said press the switch. We have a switch that sets things on fire.
No. Let him cook a little bit.
Clearly
Oh,
connected.
Let him season.
I'm going to try this. You see, I will be a master of string theory. Here we go. It's
He's
rather
German. How good
simple
of a
when you
cook can
think
he
about
be?
it. Mr. Latouche and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on the stage to press the switch. The switch was pressed and the guitar caught on fire.
Well, that does seem to make sense, yeah. Though something about it is bugging me. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Really? It seems pretty simple to me.
Guitar time? No. Herr Forehead, don't destroy what little respect I have for you.
I don't have any for you, I don't want yours.
Too bad you're getting it. I was expecting something a little more sensible. I guess I was wrong.
What's this all about, Prosecutor Gavin?
His simple story simply makes no sense. Think! That night my guitar caught fire, yes. The cause may have been this, indeed. However, the guitar caught fire during the second set.
Ah, that's right, of course.
Oh shit.
The guitar caught fire during Lemmywa's song.
Indeed, yet the shooting happened during the third set. The two are utterly unrelated.
Yes, that must have been what was bugging me.
Sure.
The whole premise for this is faulty.
See? His story makes no sense. Why are you yelling?
Are
Wait, weren't there-
you
Sorry, continue.
Give me a second, Judge. The voices in my head are speaking.
Okay, fine. I'll say it. I was just gonna say, were there two igniters?
Yes, there were Lunar.
Oh, there were two igniters.
Very
Yeah.
smart
Where did he find the other one?
Lunar.
Yeah, it's so
in-
smart.
In the room where the body was, I believe.
Yeah, we found the second igniter that hadn't been used
Yeah.
at the crime scene, while the other igniter was in
Oh,
the
that's why this
guitar
is
that
the
burned.
fresh
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Right.
Identical igniters in Gavin's guitar and at the crime scene.
At the crime
Yes.
scene.
Interesting.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
John Cena.
Bum, ba-da-bum.
What exactly do you mean, Mr. Justice? And they call him.
Oh, maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault.
It's the perfect
Maybe
crime. You
it's-
can't see him.
Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far. The whole case is wrong. I am not wrong.
What? I'm inclined to agree, but what premise is this specifically?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act.
You know the scroll?
Blah,
Trust
blah,
me,
blah,
I
blah.
haven't
I
best
dare
pressed
you.
anything yet today.
Yeah.
Yet. I know it will happen, but give me some credit on this one so far. What's this?
It's only been 22 minutes into the stream. I mean, I guess if you want to search for it, I'll give it to you, but it's 22 minutes in.
But Detective Emma Sky heard shots and found the body. All of this happened in the third act.
Well, gunshots rang out, and according to his testimony, Machi was in that dressing room at the time.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice?
Well, stay with me, Your Honor. He told us. Well, he also told us that he had this in his testimony. Namely, that the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting.
This is insane!
I know I am, but what are you? Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was
Same.
heard. Yes, on this headset,
Thank you.
telling someone to press the switch. Listen, I have voices and you don't. Just do what I can. The next moment, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame. we know that a remote-triggered lighter was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballad performance, the second act.
What?
Order, order, order. No more bubba. But that goes against the evidence.
Can I ba?
You
No.
cannot.
Oh.
Baba's not you.
Can you ba?
Whoa.
Huh?
I hear the cat now.
Oh,
Aww.
She says ba.
I see.
Judge?
What does, Your Honor?
This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of the song, yes?
Maybe?
Maybe.
Hey, he's right. Look. The bullet is supposed to come after the fire.
Oh, you're thinking about it the wrong way.
Huh?
Look. Why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble for just to go through, with little merit for the person doing it.
Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason.
Yes, they did. The reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics.
You're saying the order was reversed on purpose?
Huh? Reversed, Prosecutor Gavin?
If the criminal followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have had to come after the guitar burst into flame. Yet, Herr Warren has raised another possibility. He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire.
Well, couldn't put it better myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flame.
We went for 25 minutes until I accidentally pressed once.
Oh.
That's gotta be a new record.
And you wanted a compliment!
I got it before I went wrong! I got my win!
I know, Mr. Judge, I know I needed to run a whole mile, but I have made it 30 feet. Can I have my medal now, please?
No, you get back into it.
But
Okay.
I've never made it past 25!
I don't think that's even true!
You poor thing.
Well, that's the criminal's objective. I can't wait till we make it for 30 minutes next time.
I won't have to get a competition nurse then, I will be fine.
Yeah, true. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he'd follow the lyrics the whole way.
Order. That would explain this most unusual situation.
Oh, it does. The killer changed the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi for the third set, but not the second.
But who would that be? I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but sadly it has.
Oh, woe is me.
Let me tell you why your little fairy tale makes no sense at all. Oh, it sounds good. I'll give you that. You've given us a reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics of my song. But I question your logic. But it's flawed from the very beginning.
Flawed?
Yes, a contradiction had forehead. One I pointed out several times, no less. At the time of the crime, the small window at the scene was closed. How could Lamira have heard a voice through it?
She was also wearing an earpiece.
Ah,
Wouldn't
Wasn't
Clavier
she?
also have heard that, then?
that's true.
Don't think she was wearing an earpiece.
Damn it.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you say oh?
I owed.
Oh, you did. I know you would like to divert our attention from this critical fact. You're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise.
Right. My testimony is in my entire case. That voice she heard, the shooter's voice.
What if she couldn't hear it, Apollo?
Look, what we do have. Oh, well, what do we have? A man saying, "Press the switch." And near the crime scene, we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for a lighter. And last but not least, the shooter Gavin's flaming guitar. It can't all be a coincidence, but how do I make it work?
I see a more direct line of questioning is required. When the crime scene was investigated immediately after the crime, that window was closed. Care to tell us how Lenoir heard a voice?
A key point to be sure. Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court?
Okay, Justice, you've got one thing to prove, and one thing only. Lenoir heard a voice, and she heard it during the second set. Think, how was Lenoir able to hear the voice?
She's divine hearing.
She's divine hearing. She's blind.
Yeah. Everyone would accept that.
Yeah, it's heightened.
I mean,
to a
yeah,
bit.
technically, if she's blind, she does have to rely on her hearing more, which could potentially mean that her.
Is it
Hearing.
divine?
It
Hmm.
could be.
I mean,
Depends
But-
on your definition.
but-
Depends on your definition of divine.
Can
Could be
you,
handy.
even while
I mean,
with
like,
divine hearing,
she's
could
pretty
you hear
divine.
through a soundproof window?
Possibly.
It lets you hear through walls.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she's just that good.
Is it possible that the window is open or she was somewhere else?
I mean, my guess is that the window was open, maybe. But. Immediately after the crime. Well, somebody closed it then.
Should I pick one?
Yes, pick one.
Which
Pick the
one?
window was open.
Well, obviously the window was open. It had to for her to hear the voice.
News bulletin at Fort Hood. The horse is dead. Stop eating it for all our sakes. That window was
Never.
closed.
How do you know?
This is a hard fact reported by the investigation team.
Someone closed it?
Oh? You have evidence to the contrary, perhaps.
Well,
Could've been
no,
open.
but
Bitch.
Then do be quiet. I titled this charade.
You don't know that it was closed. It could have been closed just before the scene was investigated.
Why are they open
Yeah.
during set 2 but closed during set 3 when they thought that it happened?
You
'Cause
would
they
guess-
were wrong.
You would think they would then investigate the fingerprints on that window, then, wouldn't they?
I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't think
Maybe.
like, oh, it's closed. It wasn't open. No need to look any further into that.
Yeah. Oh, time to rethink this.
Fine, she was somewhere else.
When she just said she was somewhere else? When we investigated the scene, the window was closed. And the shooter had no reason to close it, had it been open either. It was impossible to hear the voice through that window.
Ah, good to hear you making sense again. For a moment I was afraid you might be Borginian too.
That's racist.
As I was saying, Lenoir could not hear the voice through that window. So there only could be one explanation. She heard the voice from another location entirely.
What's this?
You do amuse me so. And here I thought you and Good Sense were back on speaking terms. Now, I'm afraid you and Good Sense speak two entirely different languages. You're back to Virginian. Shall I interpret for you, Herr Forehead? Lamira clearly stated she heard the voice through that small window. And there is only one small window at the scene.
Are you sure?
Yes?
Are you sure about
Are
that?
you really sure?
Yeah?
Hmm?
Think about it. Isn't there another small window at the scene?
Apollo,
Let's
are you...
let's gaslight Clavier into thinking there was a second window.
There is?
Ah, I know that look. He wants us to ask him. Very well. You claim Lamiwa heard the voice from another location? Mr. Justice. Okay, show us where the location was, Mr. Justice.
Let me heard the voice from here.
Where's that?
Is it a one-way mirror?
Well, we have to put our finger up to the glass to find out. But we can look to the left, right?
No, oh, wait, well, actually, yes, we can.
You know what? I like that answer so much more than the real answer.
Was
Damn it.
she in the vents? I hope not.
There are multiple vents up there, yeah.
Oh, don't the vents like go through like the whole
All the way.
system?
How lost were you, Lemiwa?
Yeah. So, is the answer that she wasn't in the vent? It was more that the sound went in the vent, traveled down the vent, and then
Yeah.
came through the vent above her.
That's
You
what
want
I'm
to try it?
thinking.
I saw Lemiwa venting.
Try it, Sappy.
Everybody in this case is sus.
Yeah, this is where Lemiwa heard the voice from.
But that's no small window. That's the air vent.
She's blinded. It's a big building.
Well, what did she tell us? She said she's a Virginian unfamiliar with our language. It's not a stretch to think that she called this air vent a small window.
Now you've done it. You've gone beyond ridiculous and into ludicrous. So Lamia was up in the ventilation system listening to this man's voice.
That's the only logical explanation, yeah.
Logical? How you doing?
Yeah.
I do not
Yeah,
live in this.
Let's just take a moment. Not logical.
Friend of the channel, Logical. How's
see
it
you.
going?
I do not think
You've
this
been called
word
out by the video game.
means what you think it means, Herr Forehead.
Okay, what about it isn't logical?
Ha! It hardly merits saying. Why would Lamia be in the ventilation system? Hiding like a rat. No offense intended to her, of course.
The explanation for that is very simple, Prosecutor Gavin.
Yes?
Isn't it, Lemiwa?
You're here.
You've been listening to our discussion here, yes?
I admit it's had me quite confused since yesterday. Yes, the small window was closed, but why should this mean I could not hear through it? I feared our prosecutor might need himself an interpreter.
Well, the problem here is voids. Lemiwa, this small window through which you heard the voice, was it up high on the ceiling of that room? Or not low on the wall?
Yes, it was up on the ceiling.
What?
Got him.
Order, order. I will have order.
No, you won't.
So
Please.
whoever designed this building did not realize that there was a huge flaw in their supposed
Acoustics.
soundproofness.
Right.
I suppose not. Witness, you will clarify this statement to the court. Are you in fact saying that you were up above the ceiling of the room? And that's where you heard the moment of the crime?
Yes, in fact, I was. I am sorry. I never imagined it would become such an important point.
Oh.
Her only redeeming thing here is she's blind. How would she know? But at the same point,
I can't give that excuse anymore. I don't have it in me.
Keep for me just a moment. I need to handle Seymour here.
got it.
Okay.
Yes, well then, why the heck were you up there?
I believe it is time for another testimony.
I'm not sure. I can't.
May I remind you that this is a murder trial. We will hear your testimony. Tell us why you witnessed the crime from above the ceiling of that room. Please.
Well, looks like I'm on the right track.
Like it's for Machi, please.
Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice.
Demon.
I heard there was a.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Yes.
We're
Demons.
hearing a
testimony.
Testimony from
Testimony.
Lamua.
There was a small window there before. It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. Oh, is this is she explaining the disappearing trick?
No, this is her explaining why she was in the vents.
As to why I was there, I cannot say. Yeah, it was definitely during the trick.
Oh.
I am bound to secrecy in this matter.
Yep.
But Machi, Lamiwa, please. Bound to secrecy?
Right now, I decided to take a bite of something. So I'm very hungry, you see.
I blame Seymour.
Are we allowed to have
I've-
food in court? I mean, I guess
The
Emma
snackoos.
probably has snackoos.
Snackoos up the wazoo.
You know what? I'm taking
my-
some chips.
In my line
in
of
my
work, one
courtroom.
has many obligations to uphold.
But you say you were in the middle of your performance. So this did happen during the second act.
I did not witness the crime, you must understand. Took a bite of her veil. I only know what I heard.
Yes, but you must tell us what you were doing in detail.
That's what the cross-examination is for. Yeah, head forehead. Our mission in this court is to discern the truth. No obligation, no binding pact may hinder that mission.
Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
What are you going to do, Apollo?
Eject her. Oh, I'm gonna find out the truth.
This Rice Krispie treat is fully chipmunked into my cheek right now.
She was up above the ceiling for a reason. I just had to get it out of her.
So,
Above the ceiling. Could you be more specific?
no.
Please?
I cannot.
Because you're bound to secrecy?
Yes. To tell the truth, I was not supposed to even say I was above the ceiling. I dare not say more.
I have just realized that we can see her mouth at all times. And I don't know
Yeah.
why.
What?
It has hit me. I don't know. My brain has just told me this entire time that that's not a see-through cloth. But then I just saw through it.
Okay.
Like her lies! Doesn't that sound like I'll be able to coax it out of her just by asking?
But Shay, it's just a whale.
By small window, you mean the air vent.
I only remembered I needed to be careful of where I put my hands and feet. I cannot see the light coming through the window, of course.
The air vent grate could trip you up, certainly.
So I was walking very carefully when I heard the gunshots. Startled, I crouched and listened. That is when I heard his voice come from the room.
Darian's voice.
I knew something terrible had happened yet.
So, without a word, you just let the third set start?
After the curtain closed for the second set, there was still not much to do.
You could have prevented this whole misunderstanding if you just had only told us sooner.
Yes, perhaps I could have.
I see little point in badgering the witness. What's done is done. The mind works differently when one is in the middle of a performance. Why, I lost my voice in the middle of a show and kept on singing, completely unaware.
Singing without a voice? Hopefully all contributions were so obvious. If I can get let me watch you talk. Pressuring her like this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere.
Gotta still pressuring her though.
You heard the gunshots during the second set, during your performance. You are quite sure?
Yes, why would I lie about the time?
I don't know anymore.
Why didn't you tell us this yesterday?
No one asked me.
Oh!
I thought you all knew. I told you Mashi was not the killer. I told you this many times.
Yes, you did. But you never told us why.
I am sorry. I was not able to speak of it.
Unable or unwilling.
She's not talking, Apollo. What do we do?
We'll just have to prove it ourselves. As long as she is bound by the pact of silence, she won't talk for some reason.
She might think there's more dire consequences of breaking it than it actually is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Valiant Grammary is going to kill her.
Oh God.
Make her disappear.
I'll make you disappear forever! Ha 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 ha! That was a funny joke! Ha ha ha!
English is such a scary language. But if I can prove why she was up there, she'll have to admit it.
What if that's actually
True,
the reason? She
We
made a...
communicate primarily through threats.
But how are you going to do that? She was singing on the stage, Apollo. She couldn't have been above the ceiling, too.
Yes, she can.
I'm just thinking that as your line.
Okay. Now, I've got a theory as to why, too, and it will not take us 15 minutes to get there. And maybe I've got the evidence to prove it.
But there's one more.
I'm setting a timer right now. Exactly who bound you to secrecy?
I'm not sure I'm allowed to say who it was. No, I think perhaps it is all right. It is just a name after all. It was Valiant Grammary. Perhaps you know him?
Valiant Grammary! What?
You mean Uncle Valen?
He's your uncle?
What? Valent Grammary? Who's Valent Grammary?
The Grand Magician. The one responsible for the illusion performed during our concert.
Ugh.
Interesting reaction, Prosecutor Graben. I should use my person on you sometime. Lemiwa was bound to secrecy. It's going to take some hard-hitting proof to make her talk. I think I know why she was up there, but how do I prove it?
The contract isn't binding if she didn't understand it.
No.
Alright, now what?
I remember what to do at this moment now, so I'm gonna keep shot.
Go over.
We got to
here.
figure out where
Yeah.
to present the diagram of the long event. But like on one of these statements.
Performance, add attempt report. That's fine. I was there. I cannot say.
I
We
think
can
it's
say.
this one. I think it's the statement because we can say.
Okay.
We know.
Sure. What do we present?
Do we have that map with
magic.
the vents or?
Do we have
That
magic?
might hit?
Proof of
Is-
magic.
Nothing that really concerns Valentin here. What's on the next page? No,
Nothing
None of that.
relevant there, I think.
none of that. Yeah, I guess it's that. I
What's on the
guess.
tape?
It's just the.
Let's
Oh,
watch!
the ta-
Aha!
oh, the tape.
Oh, do we have to present a
Yes.
specific portion of the tape?
When she
She didn't say what
disappears?
song she was performing. Just it was during the second.
Oh,
half.
beautiful face.
Why are you
Yeah, that-
so tan?
Don't look too hard. Do not look too hard.
These are high quality models.
Oh yeah.
She vented.
But the best for the DS.
uh,
So you're telling me a vent goes up that entire structure?
Oh,
But isn't that?
it just.
Is there
Doesn't
like
seem
a
like it.
central
Hold
like
on,
tube in the middle of that structure?
hold on.
What is there?
Look
No.
at it. It's hollow.
Yeah.
It's hollow. How is
hollow.
that? How is that possible? That's
There is no vent. Did she just drop
dumb.
30 feet down?
I remember this
That
part of the
makes
game.
no
This
sense.
is the part that broke me.
They could have
Why?
easily just made it so you couldn't see in that part, and then it could have been anything. Oh.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah?
Were these 3D models in the DS version
yes.
as well? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How different are those 3D models?
Not at all, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. just
Those
do it.
look a little bit too high poly to be DS models.
Let me know, truth be told, the reason for your presence above that ceiling is quite clear. Especially when you consider what happened during your performance.
What? A bon?
Yes, it's all right here on this video.
Let's watch it again.
Someone.
Let's watch it
Oh.
again.
Bailiff
Those are not
pulled it
DS
off
models.
TV.
The chat says it might just be an upscaled render of the old.
For the air I fly.
You couldn't even see the guitar underneath behind.
Burning on in my heart.
This is why
will
I.
burn my love away.
Ah, fuck!
All away.
Doesn't she show up over there?
Love. Fire. Take
There!
my
There you
life
can't
away.
see it! But you can see the square that she like comes
Oh, you can
up
see the.
with.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, is the first Lemmy fake?
Maybe? It's not a long time for her to hear the.
Fuck,
the
shit,
gunshots,
fuck,
though.
fuck, bastard, no!
Yeah, she would have had to have booked it underneath the stage.
No, she was walking
Unless-
carefully.
I don't know.
Well, as you can see, Lemua was clearly not on stage for her entire performance.
Ah.
Though it saddens me to be so realistic. Lemua is incapable of actually vanishing, let alone teleportation. The only explanation is that she was hidden from view. And during that time, she moved to the back of the forum.
Apollo!
Watch Rosie, I'm on a roll.
It's not nice to reveal a magician's secrets, and it's against the rules.
I'm
Yes,
so glad.
He's
that-
not a magician.
I am so glad that during this 6th game, they were like, this was bullshit, we're apologizing. They have us.
Replay that
They?
bit.
They were like, oh, we can't reveal a secret, but I'll do it for you.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, they were very much like, here was what we did, just to avoid this situation again. Anyways,
I'm a lawyer. I'm not supposed to be nice.
This is all very fascinating. But how is it possible? You're telling me that they asked a blind woman to run through a ventilation system to the other side of the
That
stage?
sounds smart.
Yeah, there is only 20 seconds between when she disappears and reappears. She couldn't have moved that fast. Is something wrong, Prosecutor Gavin?
Oh, this was his concert, his show. He knows how the illusion was performed.
Aha!
He's just realizing his own oversight.
I'm a dumbass!
Oh, look how dumb your ass is.
My ass is grass!
And we are mowing it.
Good.
Well, let's look at the cross-section diagram again. Okay, here we see there's a trace, or we can trace a route through the ceiling. It goes from the stage through the backstage to the rear of the forum.
Oh!
Recall Lemuel's testimony from yesterday.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. So there was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it.
Saw.
She went from the stage to the backstage exit. A perfect description of this route above the ceiling.
Lemuel knew of this because of her partner in the illusion. And she wasn't the only one who knew.
What?
Just now in the lobby, Machi told me something. Through somebody else.
I know. I know if eye-opening then. I can leave stage and backstage.
He said that!
Oh, were you not informed, Prosecutor Gavin?
I knew about the Vanishing Act, of course.
Uh-huh.
Yet I had no idea of the route that would be used. Why did that magician tell me?
Magicians only reveal details of their acts on a need-to-know basis.
Expert witness.
They're the bread and butter of the magician's life, you know.
Which is why he bound Lemuel to secrecy. Well, Lemuel?
I'm impressed, Mr. Attorney. Oh, Marcy was right about you.
So, what does this mean? Are you saying you used this route above the ceiling?
I did.
Well, that's
that
that.
cough was not the line read.
Yeah, I heard a comment. Oh, you got it! Pressing A!
That's two.
Listen, I heard it was a short sentence. I knew that she already had read it, so she already knew the line, so it was fine!
Yay!
Yeah.
Well,
that's
allergy
that.
season. Cut me some slack.
But I'm still a little confused.
It's April, y'all.
Maple.
Why is that, Your Honor?
As I said before,
Look at the ceiling again!
Can you believe it? There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared. 20 seconds tops. How could she do it so fast? Especially if she stopped to hear the shooter's voice.
Well, that's a good question.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I cannot.
Yes, you can.
Fine. Mr. Justice?
Yeah.
It's all up to you. Do your thing. Apollo, do the thing.
What thing, Your Honor?
You need to explain how Lamiwa was able to teleport like she did.
Why don't they explain how Valon to stand to explain his trick? He left. He ran. Like, he took
Yeah,
a
he
train
ran away.
and got away.
Would he to an entire audience of people?
It's his audience! Anyways.
But he would.
Or I'm throwing your case out with the bathwater.
No. Why do I get picked on? It's not me. Who isn't going along with the program here?
As I have stated before, I am not at liberty to speak of the illusion that night in detail.
Then you'll just have to tell us what you can. We'll hear your testimony on this. Mr. Justice, it will be your job to wring the truth out of her.
Could I help?
Yes, if you would, please.
Right. You're like a student before the finals. In a class I
Good
didn't
luck,
sign up
Apollo.
for!
But you're a
You have to
lawyer.
make me tell the truth. You have to force me to.
I followed the route exactly as I was instructed. There is an emergency exit in the backstairs where a stagehand waited. From there, one can enter the forum on the opposite side of the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes. I was on my way when I heard the voice.
2 minutes, you say. The mystery deepens.
I suppose it was too much, though. The judge would just come up with something.
As does my curiosity. Take it away, Mr. Justice.
Right, Your Honor. All I have to do is find the contradiction between what Lamiwa was saying and what we can plainly see in the video.
I figured it out already. I am a magician after all.
Then tell us.
No!
Jay?
What's on I?
Not a chance.
Damn it.
I can't reveal another magician's secrets. Come on.
You're supposed to be on my side, as you're on my side of the courtroom. We have a line. You're on this side of the line.
I'm going over that way.
I have priorities.
Hey, Teresa, come over here.
Huh?
I'll keep the secret.
Yeah, alright, sure.
Yay! Look, Apollo, now I have an assistant.
I'm standing over here now.
You know what? You know what? Maybe now I have a better chance of winning.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
How did you proceed along this route?
How? Why, I walked.
But you arrived behind the forum much too fast to have been walking. Tell the truth, Lamiwa. You rode some kind of vehicle.
What? A vehicle? What vehicle?
Ah, what a novel idea. I like it.
Hey, that's not a bad guess. Wrong, but not bad.
Ha ha, yes, laugh at the dumb attorney. I don't mind.
Ah ha 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 ha. I'm sorry, but the girl is right. The event was much too small for vehicles. It was a tight fit. Even I had to crouch as I walked.
It was a go-kart!
I cannot imagine a vehicle that would fit in such a small space.
A little scooter.
That wasn't a vehicle. What was it?
Get me going for a while there, Mr. Justice. Too bad.
She does strike me as a roller skates kind of person.
Ready for the next part?
Oh, do I think I'm on some kind of quiz show? Yes, Teal. Did everyone in the concert staff know about the trick?
Not all, only a few that were needed to help.
See? Like I said, it's on a need-to-know basis.
So, not many people knew about the trick?
What were these stagehands required to do?
One needed to open the emergency exit. The door to the stairs is locked, but once through there... So...
So, when you came back out, you were behind the audience.
Yes, that is how it worked.
Not a bad show, if I do say so myself.
That's Uncle Valet for ya. The old Bramery touch.
But on the video, you were only gone for 20 seconds. How is that possible?
Time magic.
Time travel.
That's the part I don't get either.
Yes, it would be hard to go so far in only 20 seconds.
Oh,
2 minutes?
Yeah, it can be done in 1 minute if you are running.
Running? In that cramped, dark tunnel above the ceiling?
Mr. Attorney, have you forgotten?
are you having fun wondering?
I have to make these laughs sound like something. Dark or lit, it makes no difference to me.
That's true, but...
Could you see where you were going, Lemuel?
So
Yeah.
you're saying that on the night of the concert, you made the trip in 2 minutes.
Though I nearly didn't make it in time. You see, I stopped halfway.
Emma disappears in the video for 20 seconds. But she said she made the trip in 2 minutes. How?
If you want my professional opinion, I'll bet the answer's right there in the video.
Well, Mr. Justice, perhaps you have some evidence for us? Something that can explain the discrepancy between the video and her testimony?
Can we look at the video again real quick?
Can we look at the evidence?
Dude, let's watch the video!
Let's
Aw,
watch the
dude.
video.
Dude, here we go.
Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight. Okay, I'm done.
Definitely a panel under her feet.
Yeah, except I'm thinking maybe she quote unquote left before this platform rose up.
It's a mannequin.
That
Wait,
would explain a lot.
Yeah.
what if What if it is an animatronic?
I remembered what the solution is.
Then it just collapses.
I guess. And then it just like it's built into the stage.
I, however, now also remember the solution. I'm gonna keep quiet from whatever is happening from now
Can you
on.
rewind just a little bit?
Yes.
I don't think there's any
A little more.
evidence of anything like that.
Mark, keep. Okay, hang on. I'm looking really closely at the stage. The movements seem very stiff. But that could just be the animation.
I think it's just the DS. Yeah.
Yeah, it
that's
could
just
be
the
DS.
animation.
This was before FNAF
looking.
happened.
Okay, there is a panel there.
There is a panel there, yes.
So I'm thinking you can't see anything beneath. So what if it's just like attached to the stage and that thing just sort of like
Yeah, it
flips,
just kind of hides.
and it like collapses into the stage.
Yeah.
So that person is just on the underside of where Gavin
Yes.
is standing. There's no actual vent. Is that the idea?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess that makes more
And
sense.
this one's moving more smoothly.
I don't know if the movement of these jank models has anything to do with it.
Anyways, very important.
Burning on in my heart, fire.
Fire! Anyways.
Fire.
Fire. Fire.
Present
Earth.
Present.
Earth. Whoa! Whoa!
What?
There's one piece of evidence that explains the discrepancy between video and the testimony.
I don't know.
Can you look at the map that has the vent on it?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So, well, there is clearly a way from the bottom of the stage, but the discrepancy, I'm guessing, is that the stage was up in the air. So how? The question is, how did she do that? I guess.
Well, the question is, she said that she made the trip in 2 minutes, but she was only gone on screen for 20 seconds.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Which is an impossibility.
It wouldn't just be the same thing.
Arik, do you remember the answer to this?
I actually don't.
Ah?
Do you?
I do, which is why I'm keeping quiet.
Yeah, shut up.
I was just wondering if Arik knew, should we give hints?
Continue having been shut up. Okay,
Okay, well then, one piece of evidence.
so the testimony is saying that it took 2 minutes,
Yes.
and the video shows that it took 20 seconds.
Yes.
So we gotta prove one of the things false, I think, is what
Yeah.
they're trying to say.
There has to be some kind of doppelganger of Lemua on the stage. Is my thing. Is my
That's what I'm
thought
thinking.
process.
What
But
evidence
how do
would
we
say
prove
that?
Yeah, that's the thing.
What evidence suggests that?
Oh.
Do you remember?
I think maybe now I remember.
Can we look at the other evidences? Okay, we got keys. Wouldn't be the brooch, right? Apollo yearns
Wait,
for the...
can you look at the video again, real quick? Just real quick. She has the brooch here.
Oh?
In
Can you
there.
skip to when she reappears?
What?
Does she have the brooch here?
Do you have the brooch?
No.
No! Mmm.
I
Should
guess
I-
present that.
I
That's
guess
the only
the
thing I can
brooch.
think of.
Well played.
Yeah! I remember just, oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard to catch, though.
Yeah.
Lamiwa, do you happen to remember this brooch?
Ha! The brooch. We saw that yesterday, did we not?
It was found at the scene, Your Honor.
And you're bringing this up now? Why? I thought we had already determined that was dropped.
Oh, so did I. But we hadn't.
What?
Take another look at the video.
Let's watch it again.
Yeah!
Let's go, baby! Yeah!
Yahoo!
Yeah!
Yeah, baby!
Oh, here you can see she's wearing the brooch.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Lord and Savior, look down upon us poor sinners with mercy.
So she is.
Well, we'll look a bit later.
Wow, she got prettier.
Gone.
Much less plasticky.
What? The brooch, it's gone.
What?
Yes. The brooch disappeared in the short space of 20 seconds. And it takes a full minute to run from the stage to the backstage. Which means there can only be one explanation. Let me that we see in the before the vanishing act, and let me what we see after are two different people.
What?
The brooch that was found on the floor of the crime scene, and not just on the floor, but on the floor directly beneath the air vent. Let me tell me. Did you drop the brooch on your way to the from the stage to the backstage? At the very moment you witnessed the crime?
Yes, I think I did. So very impressive.
Order! Prosecutor Gavin!
From your expression, I gather you had no idea this was the case, Herr Judge. I, of course, knew about it.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Sure you did.
Don't get me wrong, I wasn't hiding it. It just
Fuck
never
you.
occurred to me that the switch and the shooting took place at the same time.
So I was right? There was a switch?
A switch.
There was.
Fuck. This game.
Just before the stage tower rose, Lamera was replaced.
While we're on the subject, just who was this replacement Lamiwa?
Why, the man behind the illusion, Valid Gramarye.
Wow.
It was Gramarye!
Hold on.
That's impressive.
Impressive. It is.
Oh my. Wait. Look
She
at
does wear a
okay.
veil.
How
true.
much silly
Yeah.
putty did it take?
You know, he has.
I dyed my hair and put on a wig at
Wait,
the same
I'm looking
time.
at his jaw. Go back to. Can I see the video?
Kind of similar jaw shape.
Do you want to see the...
I want to see if I can see the mustache.
I don't think so.
You can't even see the mouth.
Oh, yeah, you can't even
No,
see
yeah.
your mouth at
Like,
this.
this one you
just
can,
completely. Yeah.
He just put on a face mask and
I
just
can
drew on
barely
it.
see the outline of the jaw, but there's nothing else underneath it that's visible. Like they didn't even draw in the mouth or nose. He edited out his mustache. Or, like in a like in
Mission
Justice
Impossible.
League.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
It
Anyways.
was Gramarye? That's quite the illusion, but I still don't get one thing.
Yes.
Where did the beer go? Well, the switch happened before the tower rose, right? So you weren't on stage. But this fake Lemiwa is
Okay,
pretty good.
now.
Just figure out I was still singing.
Yeah.
That's true, she is pretty good.
Come on, Apollo. That's an easy one. They were just playing a recording.
Ah, the Gaviners are some kind of air guitar band, Fraulein. Only during court.
Oh? You mean I'm wrong?
Of course you're wrong, silly.
Oh.
When we play a show live, we play live. No recordings. Perhaps you can explain Lamera.
Very well.
Yes, do tell, and add it to your testimony.
I had to keep singing even while I moved.
In the vent?
You were singing?
Just so dumb. Yes. Monsieur Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings, so I used this.
Wait, so you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling above the ceiling towards the backstage?
Why should it matter where I was? Why should it matter where I sing when everywhere I go is the same darkness?
But
Because
the
if you're
acoustics-
crouching down, it's going to impede your ability to just, like, support your breath. and
She's just that good.
She's very talented.
She's amazing.
It's a
you
blind
see.
superpower.
Her
to be
moves
fair,
acoustic.
Voice education, social media is kind of going wild because of a video of Renee Rapp singing like crazy belting high notes while like sitting cross-legged, like one leg over the other and like leaning forward. Like no one should be able to produce a sound that good while sitting that way. So I guess it is possible.
Huh.
Haha.
Alright, fair enough. But if you were singing while you were walking,
That's right. Wouldn't the shooter and the victim have heard?
I'd like to call Renee Rapp as an expert witness.
She was singing right over there, over their heads, after all.
That is right.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? You'd have to be pretty hard of hearing to miss someone singing in the ceiling.
Once again, we come back to the state of the crime of this. The scene of the crime.
What state? Oh, who?
California.
I know what he means. That old speaker, Apollo.
The speaker? The speaker was blaring at the time of the murder.
That's for monitoring the stage from this realm.
Monitoring.
It pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up.
Satisfied? That dressing room was fitted with a loudspeaker playing a direct feed from the stage. At my request, actually.
So, Lemmy was singing in the ceiling. Sounded just like Lemmy was singing over the speaker. And you're saying there was
Ingenious.
no delay.
Yes.
her voice was hidden by her voice.
If it's loud enough, you couldn't hear her over the earlier
Yeah.
instance.
If
I
the
guess that's
speaker's loud
true.
enough.
No, the mic is just that good, trust me. It's the future of 2020!
Something.
Something.
Well, when they're like lapel mics, they're actually pretty good about like not picking up sound around them because they're not really big, usually close to the face. The Limiwa.
I've just remembered something.
Do tell.
Uh-oh. When I heard the noise, the gunshots, yes? It startled me so
Yeah. Yeah. But isn't that Butthead?
We gotta keep moving our foreheads.
We won't end the trials that they had Butthead.
I'm with you, Jay.
But halfway there had Butthead.
No. Hi.
I stopped singing.
What?
I forgot the words I was supposed to sing. Oh my, is there a difference between the lyric sheet and like the video?
Is there?
Oh.
Check
The song stops?
Thankfully, it was the very beginning of the second verse.
I would look at our evidence, but the game is probably gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
probably
yeah,
about to
yeah,
show
yeah.
us.
Definitely. So not many would notice.
Forehead! That missing board I lent you. Where is it?
You gave it to him?
I had 5.
We have it in our pocket.
The missing, huh?
Here, let me just whip this out.
That machine, Apollo! The one that breaks music into tracks!
Oh, this! I'd completely forgotten about this big thing in my pocket.
I stashed it in my hair.
Let's just take a listen.
What?
Did we always have access to this
No,
song?
no, we didn't.
No.
This is new.
Okay.
I can't do anything, by the way.
We have to watch the entire
Yeah!
I love this game.
This is so good.
It's the chapter, not the
It's
game.
this chapter, yeah.
It's the chapter.
This is the Mo the Clown chapter of the.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the Mow Me Down, Please chapter.
Like, to be fair, Jolie, this is impressive for the time on the DS. However...
Oh, the song does stop there.
I wasn't even paying attention.
It does. I must have missed it.
Look at the lyric sheet at the top second verse.
She only says pleasure once.
Oh, see where it says pleasure, pleasure. Now listen again.
Welcome
Again.
back!
All right, put
Again.
it back up. From the top.
Why? And why so much of it?
You couldn't finish the melody at least? You're gonna
This
first
is
quit so
evidence
much
indeed.
early.
I believe we are guilty of making a terrible mistake.
Sorry, so that again. Could you play it again?
Yeah, sorry. What? What?
Weird.
Wow. She hears a man get shot and only drops one word?
Yeah.
What a legend.
Honestly, pretty impressive.
Mm,
Let's go, Commander. Let's give it a lemon up an applause.
no.
Get it, Curry Pop.
Come on, Apollo. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Apollo.
I'll do it the whole time.
Oh, I just
I'm angry
think the
at
mic caught it.
Let's see. Oh, the mic didn't. Oh, the crime didn't happen during the third set.
The mic didn't catch.
It happened during the second, during Lemiwa's ballad.
If that is true, then no one on stage during the second set could have been the shooter.
Which means that Darian Crescent would have done it, or could have done it. He wasn't on stage for the second set. Well, Prosecutor Gavin,
Fascinating. I don't believe I've ever seen a trial turned around quite so thoroughly. Yet one problem remains.
What's
Bah.
that, Prosecutor Gavin?
Hellfather's theory does have a certain kind of logic to it this time.
Yeah, Prosecutor Gav Gav.
Yet it is entirely based upon Lamara's testimony.
Yes? Is there a problem with this, Prosecutor Gav Gav?
Well, it's
Any
quite
evidence
simple,
corroborating her testimony?
though it pains me to say it. What if she is lying to protect the defendant?
But you have no proof!
And neither do you.
I mean, we do have some proof.
Circumstantial evidence! All I'm saying is that the truth is as yet unclear.
Oh no.
Until we hear it directly from the man himself.
The man you don't mean.
Yes! Allo!
Ugh.
Yes. Though he is a friend and a band member, Darian Crescent must take the stand. I see no other
Great.
way.
As someone with a new perspective on the case?
Are you ready to switch judge? As a suspect, to be frank.
Who gets to be the, I guess Wanderer gets to be
Yeah,
the
it's
judge.
Wander.
Okay.
Fine, the rat's coming out of his hole. I'm ready to catch him. Darian Crescent, be ready for justice!
This is as good a time as any to pause for a brief recess.
You've been going for an hour and a half-ish. Let's give you a to be continued.
Oh,
The
yeah,
prosecution will summon the witness. Have him here and ready by the time we begin.
I'm the last man who needs to be reminded of what his duties are.
Very well. Court is adjourned for a 15-minute recess.
Duty.
Haha.
Duty continued.
Duty continued.
Save? Yes, in a different slots, because I want to go back and make Apollo fail that one thing.
Apollo worked so hard to prove the possibility of Darian being able to do this.
Mhm.
July.
Dude, July.
Apollo, I can't believe it.
Shut it! Oh.
It really happened during the second act?
I thought she was going, I can't believe you revealed it!
So did I.
And right in front of Lemiwa's performance? Or right in the middle?
The reason why she wasn't in the air vent. Oh, and that switch in the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with.
I knew what you had what it took. Ah!
Oh no!
Hi.
Oh, my god, I
no,
do
it's
appear in this
Nick.
chapter.
Yes!
I knew it.
Daddy!
Hi, Daddy.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Mr. Right?
Daddy?
No, Apollo is...
Huh?
Apollo...
Zaddy?
Good enough.
You believed in me?
Eh, not really.
Oh.
I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance than say, hiya.
Hey guys, Phoenix here.
I don't even
Sup,
bother
dudes?
hoping.
Aw.
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret? You mean like you're undercover?
Through the mountains? Oh, like Mr. the Juice. Oh, only shorter and not as well dressed.
Oh no! What if you're shot too, Daddy?
He'll walk it off.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's taking a whole punch to the face.
Would I do such a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again.
Huh? And you're leaving.
Oh, one thing before I go.
Mm-hmm. What?
Good luck.
Right. Is that all you came to say?
I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Machi Tobai off the hook, no doubt.
Yeah, but
But you're after that detective, aren't you?
how Darien Crescent.
It won't be easy proving you did it. Especially not under the current court system.
The current court system?
What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption. Namely, that our diva Divine is telling the truth.
But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch?
A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. Flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
But
If the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure.
So, what do I do?
Unless you cook it slowly and brown the butter, leaving behind a delicious nutty smell.
Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend.
Detective Sky? Emma?
Let's see. This bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is.
Sure it was, Nick.
what are those, Daddy? They
What
don't
are
look very good.
those?
What are those? They don't look like very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
Probably a firecracker or something similar like the ones kids are into these days.
Ooh.
These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually.
Under the sofa?
Under the, not under the cushions, but under the furniture. Okay.
Huh.
Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy. Oh.
Right, this. Wow, finally some evidence that makes sense.
Okay.
I
so that
love.
means one
We've
of
mentioned
the
this bef-
gunshots. Sorry, you go.
Okay, just really quick. We've mentioned this before, but I love how Emma helps us purely because she hates Gavin so much. Continue.
Lunar.
One of the gunshots that we heard was this. The first gunshot was the actual death, and then the second gunshot was just an actual gunshot, and then a firecracker. Maybe.
Yeah. So the gun didn't fire 3 times. Because we knew the gun fired twice, and there were 2 shots in the wall.
Yes, but this is how they came up with a third gunshot.
Yeah. Mm.
So you think this was some kind of firecracker?
Yeah, or one of those noisemakers like you shoot off in New Year's.
Do you know that in China that these firecrackers in New Year's were to scare off evil? So this is kind of the same thing.
Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
That's great,
great.
Trucy.
That's,
Wow.
I could eat that many peanuts
Isn't
in
it?
one sitting.
At least my useless facts have something to do with the evidence.
So you admit it's useless.
That's all from me, I suppose. See you after the verdict. Maybe.
Right, no, but not right, but right.
If you
Right,
lose,
right,
right just never shows up ever again.
Disappear. Every man has an igniter inside of him.
I hope not.
Excuse me?
You gotta find Darian Crescen's igniter and set it off.
I don't know if we can do that.
What?
I love him.
Talking about Phoenix.
And he just walked out of the room just like that was a normal thing to say!
I love ACAB Phoenix Wright.
I want Phoenix to like walk out of this room and he's like, no, that was a dumb one. That was a very stupid one.
Did he just ask us to set Darian on fire?
Yes.
His
Let's
fuse
take
is
some
his
bacon.
hair!
Oh.
It's in his hair.
That was my line.
No conventional methods? What does that mean?
I guess we just have to take his evidence and hope it makes sense when the time comes.
I guess.
Oh, I was at the finish line. Hang in there, Druzy.
All right, back in we go. July.
Good luck.
I'm starting to doubt that we might finish this today. I thought we would last time, but
Yeah, I don't think.
There's just so many things.
Man. Oh, right, not me anymore.
Wonder.
Okay.
Whoa!
Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Christian?
in the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't
Good
believe any of
man.
this. Darian was the first detective I ever worked with. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs, Division 3.
More
This
so
kid-
than you thought.
But his
That is
guitar
all the criminal
playing.
affairs.
But his guitar playing! It fires my imagination.
You're gonna send your boyfriend to jail for life.
Oh, he's not a boyfriend, he's a fling.
He's just
That's
he's a
nice.
friend who's a boy with benefits.
That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct?
Oh, I know! And forehead.
Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Darian Crescent.
Yo.
Hello. Name and occupation, please.
Darian Crescend, Detective, Criminal Affairs, Division 3.
Still seeing him from this perspective, it feels like it's some different artist who drew it, and then he turns and everything changes. See?
I
You
like
mean
that.
It's so
There
much.
it is. Ah, you like it? That's the Internal Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm the guitarist for the Gaviners. Maybe you've heard of us.
Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today?
Hey, Apollo, why did your expression change there?
You know why? It had a specific purpose. Why do you ask?
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't
Ah.
understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here.
The situation changed, Darian. And don't call me a partner.
So much for old friends.
Fire Emblem Heroes. So much for old friends.
I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
Yes, it's high time we did. Now, let's hear your testimony. We may begin with your response to Lemeroir's testimony. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it.
Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Virginia.
That's racist.
And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice.
I'm from downtown.
No, that's a can of worms, Justice.
Yeah, but this is your friendly reminder that we played Spirit of Justice first and then went back to the beginning of the series.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that game. I don't remember a single thing.
I have to replay that game.
Yeah.
Game
Yeah.
fun.
I wasn't there that time.
Mm.
Thinking emoji.
But there are so many games to play.
I know.
A topic for later?
Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Out the closed window. Tiny closed window. Here goes nothing.
Front facing.
One day, Wander.
You know, those games haven't got a remake. The diva's
Yes.
lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots. As if. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man.
So this is like third set. Do we just present firecrackers there immediately?
We could.
Can if
We
you want.
could, yeah. Speaking as an American, gunshots and fireworks do sound very similar at times.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, right.
Wonder.
so you claim Lemuel's testimony was a lie?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind.
You go too far, Darian.
Look, all I'm saying is you've got a reliable witness. And why not listen to the detective?
Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin with the cross-examination.
It was any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lemuel's testimony alone. There's some other way to prove when the shooting took place.
I'm gonna speedrun this. Let's go.
Okay.
Fuck you, Darian, on this one statement. It was just too obvious, my man. I'm gonna eat those words if I'm wrong.
I'll make you eat those words.
Ah,
Delicious.
it was that easy.
Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
What things?
Many things. Well, the first was a small device.
That's the remote triggered igniter.
Close enough. And one more thing.
You're the wrong one, Apollo!
That's my word and I'm
more.
keeping it.
What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope.
Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. You ever reported it was something like a firecracker?
How did Gavin know about this?
What? You think Detective Sky works for you? I received a report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin?
I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case. Fuck you.
He seems upset.
What makes you
Man
think that?
screws up one note in a song, and Gavin comes for his fucking life.
Wasn't this whole section just out of tune? Or out of time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's listen to it right now, shall we?
Why?
Yeah, do it!
Wait, that's
Prove
not...
it!
Wait, hold on.
What?
Do we not have the original song anymore?
Wait.
Okay, then mute
We
everything but
can't
her singing.
listen to his mistakes.
Okay, do you want me to mute everything but her singing? Fine.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Let's just continue.
But it's so
This is really
beautiful,
important.
Turn the
Let's
metronome
really
off.
continue.
There's a whole clue right here. Can you increase the tempo of it?
though. Nope.
Okay.
You sound just like a flute.
Okay, great.
Okay.
This
We
is
passed
beautiful.
The mistake.
Well, this raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been 2 firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
Yeah, you
No.
like it. You know
No.
you like it. You know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Guys, you think this is bad?
Oh, God.
Stop, please. Stop. You're mean,
You
you're
got an
bad
active
friend.
imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think.
Well, why not?
This is why this is the worst case.
Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me.
How so?
So, you're saying these firecrackers just happen to go off? Right when 2 witnesses came walking by?
That's right. Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know someone was walking backstage right then?
If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear, you get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man?
Thank you. That was very important.
Anyways, the
Mhm.
earpiece that was on the floor.
Here comes him messing up his thing.
How do I explain this?
He may
In my
not,
head, help.
he may not look it, but Darian is a gifted detective. Show any weakness and he's sure to find it.
He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man.
You look like a Gura cosplayer, man.
Yeah, and I make it look good.
No.
That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself. And I saw something odd there just before the third set.
Something odd?
A headset. The kind all of the band and staff members were wearing.
Don't worry about that.
Brilliant.
That's right. Well, I picked this up from the door on that dressing room.
What if that headset wasn't dropped but placed? And what if it was turned on?
You could hear what was going on in the hallway.
I'm here to murder a man!
Oh, even if you were out on stage.
Heroes.
Whose side are you on, Gavin?
Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law.
There
What-
very clearly are.
Which is why I now turn to you, Hereford Head. I got a question for you.
For me?
The igniter and the bird fragments that were found at the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots may have been real or fake. We can't say. You raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case.
The other half?
Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. Is that right, Gavin?
Indeed. If you can prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless.
Well, Mr. Justice? Can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah, I think.
You'd better know, Apollo. Otherwise, we're through.
We're not even. Oh, you mean the case. It can't be proven!
You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you. Are the voices in your head gonna tell you what to do?
I think they are, actually.
Nick. Nick.
What
Wait,
are
sorry,
you
wrong
doing
number.
here?
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
What the fuck?
How many are in here?
Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony if you would.
This isn't going to be easy.
Remember to pick up Pearl from soccer practice.
I think somebody's kicked me in the head. I need some decisive proof and fast.
You ready, kid? Cause I am. The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof.
I can't proceed.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. The bracelet's not lit up.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna be.
I wonder where his quirk will be. I just wonder what part of his body will have
Who knows?
some kind of tell
Who
on it.
knows?
Where could it possibly be?
It's the zipper.
Look at my hair.
But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been.
It droops when he's lying.
What? Some kind of setup? I've heard that one before.
We need proof, Apollo. We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second act.
I ain't got none.
Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all.
What do you mean?
Well, Lamiwa said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words to the song, yeah.
If you can prove the gunshot was bleh. If you can prove the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think.
True. Not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that?
Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's something in there.
Maybe the gunshots captured in the recording device?
Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me?
Water?
I was muted because a train came by earlier. Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examination, Mr. Justice.
We need a mute face.
That would be very helpful.
Oh! That's why your face was different. I thought you just swapped the Discord when I said that.
No, yes.
That explains it.
Just muted.
That's why you were so. You know why? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you know why. And then I just do what I want.
Yeah.
Right, Your Honor, sorry.
It looks like a little kissy face.
I think it's supposed to be,
Oh, I know. It can be multi-talented.
grumpy
Multi-talented.
face.
Multi-talented
So take a
kissy
quick
lips.
look through the
You
court
like put a trumpet
record.
up to that and just go do-do-do-do.
I don't know. I don't want to scare another music instructor like I did the last time I tried to do that.
Don't worry about it.
I made a music teacher fall to the floor laughing when I tried to play a trombone once.
Oh, I remember that
Once.
story. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, you have the
It's pretty-
opportunity to do that to 2 more, okay?
Good luck, Jay.
Oh, no.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamiwa as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because the testimony is basically our entire case.
Huh. This is tough. So what do we do?
Die. Oh, I've got a few ideas. You need to find another way to prove it didn't happen the way he says it did.
So, I actually like the idea of checking the audio recording to see if the gunshot.
Because the only way that we could really prove timing is if we
Yeah.
heard it. But I mean, like, what track would it be on if we were to, like...
It'd be on her voice track, because like.
Oh, because her head is above... Oh, it's
Yeah.
the thing that we were playing with before?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey,
I
wanna
was
have,
accidentally
for
a
it.
genius.
wanna hear a really fun fact?
What's up?
You guys started talking at the worst moment when we listened to it last time.
Well, shut up. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that played last time, and you guys just completely talked over it. You
was
had
supposed
it!
to be an
I was so
accidental genius.
sad when you guys don't mention it!
I could have had this whole
Wow.
like moment.
Mm.
I could have been all like, "Oh, hey, motherfucker, go fuck yourself."
I mean, to be fair, Dragoni, Jay told me to do that, so I did that for him.
I could have. I was so.
I'll still give it to you. You still had the right mind. You just...
I even said to mute everything but her.
I did even!
Oh my god! I'm like, oh hey, I heard the, and I can't believe it was right there.
I really want to see if someone, like, that moment when you guys were talking about it, like,
I
it was
swear
just
I didn't miss
hardly
it. I
audible.
swear I didn't miss it anyway. But okay. It seems like there was some pretty clear proof behind, actually. Crazy, huh?
Jake getting good use out of his soundboard today.
Yes! Right here in Lemiwa's
Incredible.
song.
Her song.
What exactly is this device thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps?
Why is
Not-
that what you thought?
But not technically wrong, though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
technically.
technically. Come on, we just use this. You're not getting me started on gramophone. Well, this evidence is used to record the performance part by part.
Part?
By part.
You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lambert's voice included.
Oh, but what does this prove?
According to Lemiwa's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words of the song.
Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might
did.
We might even hear those gunshots.
Exactly. Just might. So crazy.
Ridiculous.
We found this work.
Oh my god!
It whooped.
And then he. Oh, that is. What's this game rated?
No.
And for meanies.
How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in the dressing room out on stage?
Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
zoom in on it.
There we go.
Oh, there are children here.
God, I wish I had a slide whistle right now.
We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lambert's headset would have picked up what she heard all the time.
Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now.
No, stop singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshot that I definitely haven't found already. Yeah!
Let me
Where
just boom,
could it
boom.
possibly be?
Where
Yeah.
could it possibly be? I'm still upset.
Hold on. And then it just...
Great.
Anyways.
Is
you
that
found
section
it.
2?
Yeah, it's section 2.
That's just a snare hit.
I just need to hear once. Now that we know it's just placed there. Can we still hear it? No.
No, not really.
It gets covered up
It's
by
like
the
a
drums,
cymbal
yeah.
crash.
Mm-hmm. Very mean. Anyways.
Your Honor, listen closely to this exact part. It sounds just like Mulan.
No, it doesn't.
Sorry, that was for others. This is the track with Lemiroir's vocals.
It's the cutscene!
It's the cutscene.
Just voice.
Bang. Oh, scroll.
Oh, how dare you!
Auto scroll!
I did hear something faintly there, yes? Why, it sounded like a gunshot.
What? This has to be some kind of mistake.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That
Put some shorts on that or something.
I believe a case
I
has been
found one.
made. Gunshots were heard during the second set. Which means Lamiroir's testimony was true.
Yeah.
Order! So, I thought there was going to be a couple more orders after that. So, she was telling the truth about what she heard?
Oh shit!
Blah, blah, blah,
It
blah,
was the
blah,
other
blah, blah,
man speaking, not Mr.
blah, 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 blah,
Lettuce.
blah, 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 blah.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught fire.
Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why do we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't there 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
No one was moving through the air vent, Your Honor, and gunshots are notoriously quiet.
Yes.
You must not have been too close enough for her mic to catch the first shot.
That's actually fair.
Yeah, it is a lab. You could do it, I guess.
Auto scroll! Also.
But my ad lib, you monster! But then as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Lechuse's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescent?
Once again, I am reminded of something. Let's fuck him up, Apollo. Our performance that day.
Your performance?
Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there
yeah.
too, Herr Forehead. What is it? Is it the problem? The problem? My heart won't start. My guitar is about to be busted. My guitar's been burnt on Christmas. It's having all off. Someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was all that about?
Shut up, not your heart.
Well, that part is off.
Please should it. The second guitar. You Darian!
Man, you were ready.
I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know you. How you play. You're better than that.
Yeah, well,
You what? I'm Professor Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
It's better than Prospector. I don't even know.
I'm talking about the murder weapon. Mr. Letuse's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur.
Wait. You mean his playing was effective because he hurt himself shooting the revolver?
ha, you're forgetting something.
Are you ambidextrous?
Detective Crescent.
I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur.
The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belongs to the victim. The murder victim.
The victim belonged to the weapon. Studied the
Mr.
blade.
Two.
Studied the gun.
Which suggested there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent!
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up and ready for action has to say. Hey you, attorney.
We?
Oh yeah, his sleeves are rolled up.
Yeah.
Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do.
Fuck you.
You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. That's the obvious truth.
The witness has a point. The defense's arguments were persuasive or not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reason why you couldn't have done it.
Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
I could count 3 contradictions there in like all those statements.
A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes, not even once.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great, now we need to find a motive?
The miracle cure, right?
I have to guess. Is
Likely.
he sick? Is he related to the Chief Justice? Does he want a promotion from the Chief Justice? I'll save your son.
Oh.
Make me a chief detective. Her manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was...
Oh, right. Sorry. An Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? Not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted.
He's laughing like that just to bounce his hair. It's doing this intentionally.
Boing, boing, boing. Tell me you like it. Ha ha ha.
Never.
That's cold, dog!
Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was.
But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him.
Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it.
Aaron, you're a detective with the Internal Affairs?
Yeah, what of it?
Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to the country, you still could have met him prior to the concert.
Huh?
Or don't take any international trips and international affairs?
That's right. Well, Detective Crescent.
That's your game, is it? Guess I better confess then.
Confess?
Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas.
But you're international!
See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion, and we don't like each other much.
There are boats. Frank O'Donnell's his head forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's never set foot outside the country. I can sadly guarantee it.
As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well.
That's so unfair. So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert?
Fraternize?
Yeah.
I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk with that old Eastern blockhead. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether. So, you see...
You suck.
He does suck.
Yeah.
You sure about that, Mr. Suck?
What? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you.
He just like brushes his hair like a paintbrush across your face. Get it off.
It's gone. Get it out of there. Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations, I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget who you're accusing of what.
Herr Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah?
Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know.
So, he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got some ammunition too. Evidence!
So are they implying that they want us to do it here, or?
Prove that he knew him?
Or why
Such a
we
thing?
want to kill him? Okay, possibly know our manager. This was Dio's first trip to the country, right? One reason easy, I had got no motive, man. I might even want to kill the manager. This is another one where I'm actually drawing a blank now, so, No railroading
can we
here.
Can we look at some of our newspapers?
Yeah, Inflicted with Incuritis, the season strikes closer to home than before. No,
Latouche.
Latouche.
Oh.
That doesn't
But
really help.
yeah, it just
Not
mentions the murder, but doesn't mention the ballad.
It's also a Burgundian newspaper, so why would you read it?
Would Darian
Could it be the
have
cocoon?
also been after the cocoon?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is that this all comes down to the cocoon, because the chief justice or whoever's son or grandkid or whoever
Son.
is sick with Incuritis. So maybe there were some crooked cops who was like, "I'll do what it takes to get you some of this Incuritis cure. I'll get you a cocoon."
Do we go for this then? Here? Or?
It might be
You
too
can
soon.
try
though.
it. I'm not sure what else you would try,
Yeah.
to be honest. Give it a
I'm
shot.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a thing where, like, there could be so many things, it's
Yeah.
hard to pinpoint what they wanted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Your Honor, look at this.
Photograph?
What's that? Looks like candy.
It's that. Please don't lick it from there, please.
Oh, disgusting.
Detective Crescent, ever seen this?
Looks like a piece of candy.
Your
Ooh,
eye
it's
twitched.
candy.
What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it, just like a gift horse.
What?
Head forward, head?
Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon.
No, head forward, go back.
Yes.
What?
Well, you wouldn't lick a horse that you got as a gift in the mouth.
I wouldn't lick a horse!
Old
Right.
joke reference.
I know.
No, I'm just trying to bring out the context.
Oh, yeah.
Bring out the dead.
Hold on, are you having a stroke?
No, it's fine.
What are the voices telling you, Forehead?
They're laughing at me right now. It was found among the victim's belongings.
A cocoon. Never seen one that color.
It is a variety only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else.
Not even the Democratic Republic of Virginia?
Somehow.
Or the People's Republic of Virginia?
They have candy.
All right, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Miss Letous. Does it?
Wait, it
Oh,
does.
scroll.
Oh wait, I mean, I think it does.
Oh, you all scrolled.
He's good.
You don't sound so confident, man.
You know, it's not so man confident.
A
Ooh, got me.
cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of?
Oh, not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
A curative? For what?
Apparently, it is most efficient for treating a disease thought incurable.
Ooh, efficacious. Good word there, Captain.
Thank you. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Virginia.
Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world?
They're
Yeah, that's what I've
Wakandaing
been
it.
wondering.
We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact.
What?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out onto the black market. It caused quite a commotion in the global community, though the media was kept vaguely unaware.
Intriguing.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One originally enforced by Interpol, among others.
Interpol.
Right. The victim, Romain Letous, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as manager. But that is misleading. Romain Letous wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country. That's what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable.
Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for another testimony about this smuggling of cocoons business.
International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs. I know the deal.
Oh, hot and bothered, you say? Indeed.
Under the collar.
Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Letous undercover.
You kids think up the craziest things. But no way am I gonna risk life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money.
Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted.
According to reports,
These cocoons top Interpol's lists. Selling them to underground organization would be risky.
Very well. You may begin the course examination.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm gonna find out what. Hold it! Well, that memo. That's how you knew about the cocoons.
Oh, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now.
You should. Well, you had to know about the cocoon to plan this.
Just how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'd never heard of them.
Well, Lemiwa knew about them, though not their use.
My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoons. Most people only know they're illegal to export. That's all.
Then I've nothing to be embarrassed about after all.
You could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. And everyone in Interpol, too, for that matter. Yeah.
Dude.
Just throw everyone I work with under the bus.
Yeah.
So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche?
All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that...
Hold it! Dangerous.
Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're part of the sting and take you out himself. Times have changed.
Hold it! But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices?
Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. They'd turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say objection.
And we could get him to cut his hair too.
Who's on trial here again?
Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market.
And that's a bad thing?
Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff.
Hold it! Which is why you know how to find a loophole in the system.
Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off of international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts?
Yes.
Got 'em?
That wasn't what I was trying to do.
Down, Darian. It's as you say. There are no
He's gonna
loopholes.
bite me.
But he will. At the least in the case of these cocoons. International Affairs, Interpol, and Virginian Customs are all watching.
See, we know what we're doing. Not like some yipping little doggies that lap up every word that diva says.
What I oughta.
Oughta what? You want some of this?
Present some more evidence.
Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah?
That's so cool. I want a guy on a
Ew.
stick. I want a stick on a stick.
Okay, Apollo.
Apollo wants violence.
Dick on a
Apollo.
stick. Dick on a stick.
No!
Whoa!
The replica has to be the key to this motive.
I don't know, Apollo. You can't
Good
just
thing
back
no
off
one
that
heard
fast. We heard. We all heard.
Nope. It's gonna be some way to find out what he was up to.
I believe we need a 15-minute recess.
No, we don't!
Let's get the therapist.
I'm getting him now!
So,
Court guidance counselor.
Oh yeah, we're doing the thing now.
we
no,
are in a testimony.
So I guess the main thing is that he wasn't trying to get the cocoon to sell it. He was trying to get it to make a cure for the guy's grandkid.
The question is then, what statement and what do we do?
Okay. That fourth one, though. Cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative. Don't we have evidence against that?
What's the one before this say? Can't sell them on the black market. I think maybe it's this one. Because if we get attacked too, well, you weren't gonna sell it in the black market. You're gonna do something else with it. That's not just my thought.
I don't know which one it is, but I do have like an inclination of what to do, but I'm not certain.
Yeah, do we have
The newspaper?
anything that
Which
talks
one?
about
Yeah.
the Chief Justice? Yeah, Chief Justice's son.
Maybe this.
Yeah, he'd pay for it.
Do you want to try this one?
Sure.
Or just like do the like, hey, I did a solid for you. You should like give me a big promotion or something.
It auto scrolled.
Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
Yeah, I was. I remember the the evidence, just not the statement to put it on.
Yeah.
Ah,
How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous.
I'm more
The
careless.
second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye.
Well, why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article, that's about the Chief Justice's.
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon. But so can a Kiore. And not just a cure for any disease. A cure for incuritis!
Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
Yeah. It's from planet Unobtainium.
Oh.
Had a judge? Really?
Oh.
Had a judge? Do we need to like put attention to the everything?
He's not right.
But he's been to the hospital. He literally said he went there to visit the kid.
Yeah.
He literally visited the kid. Did he not ask what was wrong?
Hey, Jay.
Oh, did he stub his toe?
Hey Jay.
What? Oh, you went to visit a victim of the disease this morning. You might have it now.
Why? That's the disease that Chief Justice's son has.
Jay's Apollo, Atlas Apollo sent this before they show up.
Casted
You
it
won.
for this reason.
You want saying.
Well, our witness is a detective. We could have contact with the Chief Justice.
You are saying. The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life?
Oh, but even if the deal went through,
So you're considering he would?
why, it'd be an international scandal.
That's Detective Krisan's insurance. If whatever got out, oh, the one who has the neck with the thing with the thumb who keeps pressing the buttons over there.
Auto scroll, I believe.
You believe.
I believe.
I don't know if those often auto scroll though.
It's dot.
Let's see. If whatever got out the one with his neck on the line. Oh yeah, would be the Chief Justice.
Detective Crescend, is this true?
Is it?
First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler.
No, first
many
you were
crimes?
a smuggler and then you were a murderer.
Oh, okay, I'm following. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway?
Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller.
Hey, don't let sleaze over there trick you. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice. Where's your proof?
Well.
Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing.
Yeah. Do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Virginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about the cocoons getting out.
So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination.
Is this
This is
new?
new. Yeah.
This is
Burgundian
new.
Customs is very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked.
Just how strict is this customs check?
Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours.
I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows.
Yes, it would be hard to distinguish them.
That's right. Gavin was in Virginia, wasn't he?
I remember setting off the metal detector several times. I had to practically strip naked to walk through.
Here's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glamorous fop!
Yeah!
It's gotta be that last one.
Yeah.
Well, this is also new.
Oh, that's also new.
Oh. Cocoon
okay.
possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sent.
That's pretty extreme.
Virginia has this ref as an idyllic, laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security.
The Republic of Virginia is a peaceful, pleasant country. So this level of security shows us how truly concerned they are about these cocoons.
That's the situation. Hey man, if there's a way to get cocoons out of there, I'd sure like to know.
You're in a position to know quite a bit about smuggling.
Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. But all we get are reports on the failed smuggling ops. Not exactly something you want to go copying. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich.
I would be interested in hearing, but purely from a legal perspective, of course.
We've heard the judicial system. Replica has to be the key to this motive. There's gotta be a way to find out what he's up to.
So
Gotta be that last one.
it feels like it's this one, yeah.
Like, guitar?
So, yeah, the guitar. Sent
Who?
from Virginia.
That's from Virginia.
It was like wrapped up in a specific
It was like,
way.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was wrapped up tight.
We.
It
Yeah, that's where it's made.
pressurized.
Yeah!
Humidity, temperature control, all that.
Actually, there is one way. One way to get something out of the country. No checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor?
I don't believe it!
He wanted to throw Darian under the bus to protect himself, but you're both culpable.
Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin.
Who are you, Naruto?
Believe it.
Yes,
Maybe he
yes,
didn't
Sate
know,
Bayo.
He just didn't know that he was like, that like somebody used him.
Right. What was it you told me yesterday at your office?
It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. I've been a pit from Muno like Lamar.
How did it end up here?
It mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it into that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
That's it. We couldn't carry the plane. Changing the air and humidity would change the wood. So back in Pai's in the studio. I used a special shipping service available to me as transporting evidence. They brought it up to the right of the office for me. Pristine and untouched.
Did we get that right, Prosecutor
Nice.
Gavin? Untouched?
Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying that guitar was...
With cocoons this small, it wouldn't be very
Auto-scroll.
easy. To use your guitar as a mule and to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia.
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin. That guitar has some work done on it recently, right?
Work? Like
Good
plastic
memory,
surgery?
Herr Forehead. Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front, it's called a sound hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this, in fact.
An igniter?
Close enough. Consider this, if you will. What if that lighter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean?
He means this, of course.
Oh.
There was a way to get Cocoon out of the country. They could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that
Auto scroll.
than a member of the band?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just good luck.
I'm with
Good reason.
York!
York.
Order! So the igniter?
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety precaution.
A precaution?
Ah, Herr Forehead. At last it all comes together.
Everything strange that happened that day. Now, care to review?
Auto scroll.
Maestro, the single sounds in Lemuel's ballad. Now, if you please.
First, my keys were stolen. A harmless misdemeanor. Which forced me to break the lock on my guitar case.
The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things did not go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting the guitar being wrapped. A member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latus.
Ah,
Mr. Latus, an undercover agent, was onto something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So, Mr. Latus tried to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon was confiscated then, the gate would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot.
It's over. Press the switch now.
The guitar burst into flames, the cocoon was lost. And then Mr. Latus died.
I'm gonna count this.
There it is.
Yeah.
Will I'm there to witness it.
There is your case.
Brilliant, man.
Detective Crescend?
I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly?
For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian.
The Republic of Virginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there.
True, you haven't.
Ha! Let's see you make up a story for that, kid. How'd I hide the cocoon in the first place, huh?
It's not so hard to imagine. You might help a Virginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice the more heard proves it.
Same line again.
You made this transmission message from backstage.
Well, your co-conspirator was on stage.
But who was it?
This is it. The coup de grace. But once I know what I'm doing, yes, yes. There's only one person who could have helped him?
Where did we find the transmitter?
On the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wait,
Who was playing the piano?
but that's against what we're trying to do.
We're trying to prove that he did not kill Mr. Latouche.
Yeah.
We have to throw him under the bus for this.
Oh, beep beep, motherfucker.
Sorry.
Not sorry.
Yeah.
Eh.
You're 14, get fucked.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned. With great accusation comes great responsibility. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were. You'll be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Justice?
Sorry.
I'm not even giving you time to read that. that auto-scrolled.
It would have been so funny if you'd misclicked.
There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice, and that person is the defendant, Machi Tobai.
But, Mr. Justice, he's your client.
A defense attorney accusing his client? That's a new one.
Well, I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I am.
He says with a smile.
But I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. And I stand by my statement earlier that he's innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lamoire?
Now it couldn't have been. They're
Well, you seem sure of
blind.
yourself. You seem sure of yourself.
Oh, the reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals?
You need eyes for those. Recall that this remote only works up to a range of 30 feet, and you can't see 30 feet without eyes.
True.
Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that's true.
Now, think back to the testy mode. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamoire was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. Behold. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this,
Uh-huh.
it seems that Lamoire still could have done the deed.
No. When the shooter made the transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar serenade.
They're moving!
Ugh.
Part of the stage rose. Gavin Lamoire stood standing in the air. There were a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote shouldn't have worked from Lamoire's position in the air vent.
That wasn't Lamoire.
Oh yeah.
No.
It wasn't.
Oh, I couldn't
No,
reach
from
the
the back.
guitar. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Detective Crescend, what do you say to that?
Your Honor.
Yes, detective.
Can we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns again, please? Just one more time.
Do we have
I wanna
to?
watch it. Come on.
Okay.
He just wants to punish us.
I want to
because
see.
you asked nicely.
Go on.
What does he has a way out of this?
Pleasure. Fleeting melody.
Oh shit.
The video ends and Darren is no longer in the group.
Oh, did you say it now, Lunar?
I finally saw it.
Yeah, he saw
What
it.
what did we see?
Sorry, I was laughing about something else.
Too bad, so sad, punk.
Oh my god, has that been there the whole time? Yup, I keep staring at that specific place every time I see that cutscene.
Yeah.
Literally never noticed.
What?
Yeah.
Too
I
busy
didn't even
staring
notice
at
this time.
Lamiwa.
Can we watch it
Yeah.
again?
Sure, we can!
Yeah, we
No.
can watch it again, of
No,
course. We can
no.
watch it again for
Yeah.
you.
Love
I
you.
missed it.
All right, let's stop.
There it is.
Great.
Okay, so I see a
wow.
flash of fire.
Yeah, that's
what
it.
we saw.
Yeah,
good.
that's
Oh, that's
You
it?
did-
That's
good
the whole
job
thing?
noticing the thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Bam!
There goes Flash. Nice. B.
And then, here is when it burns.
Oh, I see. Oh, I thought that was just there from the beginning. Was that just added?
No, that was there from the
No.
beginning.
It's
oh,
always been
it
that.
just hadn't caught enough yet.
I know, punk.
Punk?
You're a punk.
First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk.
Is that an
Spike
upgrade?
was in there at one point too.
You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly were we supposed to see in the video?
The problem isn't what we see. In what we see, correct, Darian?
Right. It's what you hear. We are musicians after all.
Care to explain for us non-musicians?
No.
Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the Wii pianist to set off that igniter? Is that right?
Yes.
Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch. Am I right?
Oh, that's what they're arguing.
Okay.
We'll take another listen. Pay attention to the piano.
Piano.
Oh, I see. So they're okay.
Sick of this
Scene
so bad.
It's burning.
So he hits kind of a weird note, and then the guitar goes off.
What seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine.
And that's the problem. Man, you still don't get it? Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with her hands free was the Diva.
Let me what?
Maybe it was
But
a part
according
of the song needed one hand.
According to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch.
I'm listening to the piano.
Remix.
I think I hear it.
couldn't have pressed that switch.
Can we watch it again with just the piano track playing
Yeah,
with our
hold
little
on.
sound mixer thing?
No, yeah, because you started beatboxing over the moment we were
Sorry.
trying to listen
Yeah.
Sorry.
So do you want to use the mixing board or do you want to watch the movie?
to. Yes, use the mixing board.
Yes, mixing
It'll
board.
be the most effective one, yeah.
Wait,
It's 4?
I think. Well,
Yeah, it's 4.
Oh yeah, the shot is here, so it has to be after this.
I think it's there. Or there.
This is a guitar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this would be too late if we're here now.
Yeah, it's already past it.
Is it that?
It's either that or the chord after it.
Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Well, Mr. Justice, the piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
Well,
It's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo, were you wrong?
I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just something's odd about the performance there.
Odd? He's using his nose to hit the notes.
Just face slam one of the notes.
Yup.
No one saw.
Boom.
Mr. Justice, if Machi Tobaye didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is.
But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice.
You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. But the pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes.
But the piano did, and the pianist pressed the piano. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Machi Tobaye the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought.
Apollo, if Machi's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined.
I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. And he had to have pressed that switch.
Well, you'd better find a way to prove it.
Your Honor, I will present evidence to the case. Machi has been lying about having a third arm.
Oh
Wow.
my!
All the chips.
Is that why he's so good at piano?
Yes.
Makes
Also,
sense.
AUG. What do I do? What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
What was
Don't.
Gavin just saying now?
Wow! Wow! This is the worst one!
Literally 2 seconds ago. Come
Come
on.
on! Dude.
It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was ood?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove that Machi Tabaye pressed that switch? Enter your final answer. Can you prove that
Deal.
Machi Tabaye pressed that switch?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't prove it, but Prosecutor Gavin can.
I always wonder what if Dragon Ball Z was the court drama.
We'll stop this case in 5 minutes. I don't know if you would call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible.
Then, as prosecutor, it falls on to me to ask you to show us the evidence supporting this. And for that, you're sure about this?
Ha! Accept it. There's no evidence, man.
Where's your evidence, Mr. Justice? On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed the switch?
Okay, we got a couple of options here.
Yeah?
I'm thinking the detonator?
The detonator, which we found in the piano, but
In the
that doesn't
piano.
say that there.
He just says on
Oh,
stage.
it doesn't.
Do we have the piano itself as evidence?
No.
It also
Okay.
could have been tossed in there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the only thing would be the recording then.
Which one? The video or the mixing board?
The music.
Mixing board.
recording.
Yeah.
Do you go for this?
That's the most
Yeah.
efficient
Yes.
one.
I can go late today, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
You guys are
really?
good with it.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Let's finish the
Yeah.
trial.
Let's try.
Uh,
Let's try.
The basis for
Find
my
a good starting
claim is music, Your Honor.
Music? Oh, I love music. What about music?
It makes sounds.
Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
Here we go again.
Right, no beatboxing this time.
Tempted. So...
Jay, you spoke right over it.
Grant,
It was later.
granted.
I hear it.
No, let's keep
Granted.
going.
Okay. I hear a piano being played.
Oh, but doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple?
Ah, I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand?
One hand?
He only needs one hand to press a switch.
Oh, so this isn't what we were thinking at all, huh?
Auto scroll.
Oh. I definitely should have suggested this.
Yeah.
I
You
Because I
did.
never really got a clear listen to that part of the piano.
But Jay did, yeah.
I mean, my thought was
I was
that he was
sneaky.
playing a note off key because there was a certain note that was tied to where
That's-
the switch was in the piano.
Yeah, I red herringed myself into thinking that too.
That really
Yeah.
makes sense. Kind of like the gag in Looney Tunes. They're trying to get him to push the button with the TNT fuse on it.
Exactly that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, at that last lesson, I was kind of starting to think, I was like, oh, did the right hand drop out there? But I
No.
wasn't sure.
I can't go that way.
Yeah, that's-
Okay.
So he only needs one hand to press the switch,
And the other
and
one.
he can play the piano with the other.
Ha! What? So you some kind of piano savant?
But I know one.
Actually, no.
Get on in here, Nick.
Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand.
What do you mean? Yes, you can.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I think maybe they
I can
haven't
do
thought
that.
that we caught the
Yeah.
timing difference yet. They're talking about the part where it actually bursts into flames, not the flash before it. So we have to get the game to catch up to us.
Oh, the game's behind us and
I
logic.
think we haven't shown the little flash yet. Maybe, but I don't know what I'm talking about here. Oh wait, hey, Susie,
Yeah? You got something?
Mr. Right, Stefano, he's a pianist. Could he?
Oh, Daddy? You couldn't play a part like that even if you had 3 hands.
Like Machi. So
Yeah.
sorry. So sad for you.
No, not really.
Huh?
That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always a hard way.
Man, how are you going to prove whether he played it with one hand or two? You can't.
I can. I admit it will be rather difficult to prove. But it's highly likely he was playing it with one hand.
How do you know that?
The clue was what the prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song.
Yay!
No way.
Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, right before the guitar burst into flame.
Machi was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire. And the one section of that song proves it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, great.
Beautiful.
Just present it.
Well, I need to get to the part.
We should be able to see both this and the video at the same time.
There. Right?
Maybe?
That seems too late. I think it was somewhere in section 3.
It was in section 2 before, but they've split it up even more now.
Oh, this is not the whole song?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I think it is.
This question is not clear enough.
I'm trying to remember.
Do you want me to tell you which section it
I
is?
think it might be there.
I believe it's the end of this one, personally.
Right there. And then it comes back in.
Okay.
Back. We could just try this.
Yeah.
Present.
It was like playing my
Yeah.
brain. No. That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it. What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin?
It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding.
I'll take that to mean there isn't a problem with the section at all.
Okay.
Wait, what's the odd thing that Gavin heard?
Oh.
The switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? I know. I need to find a place to compare to that.
And we don't even get penalized.
Okay. If you just give me
Skip,
one
skip.
more shot, I think I got this. Just give me one more.
I suppose we don't have a choice. Very well. You claim the defendant with a blah blah blah.
I will defend the Bibbidi Ba.
So I guess compared to the first half of the first verse,
Maybe.
go to the first section.
Is it trying to say that these sections are the same, but
I'm
one...
trying to compare sections 1 and 3.
Stop that. It sounds like these
I
are...
mean, they
Yeah.
literally
Three.
said the second half
Mhm.
of, or like the first half of the second verse, right?
Yeah. That's just a drum. Guitar.
With the bass, guitar.
I would say maybe present the second section?
My thinking is that the part for the first half of the second verse should be about the same as the first half of the first verse, right?
Yeah,
Try
I
it.
understand
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
thought process. It's just I think it's the second section.
Mm-hmm.
Try it.
Damn it.
Nope. We're trying the
Try the
first
first one.
Yeah, try it first.
Okay.
Let's just make these. I don't know if I need to do this, but you know.
It's like 4.
There it is. It was the first one.
Huh. I'm sure you've realized by now. Oh, just what it was that sounded odd to you.
As I'm sure you realized it yourself, Herr Forehead.
Realized what?
I don't know. I'll demonstrate it. Listen to the part of the question again, or the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the but a fleeting melody phrase.
Pleasure.
Man, how many times we gotta listen to the same thing?
That's what I'm saying.
Can I just see the sheet
Yeah,
music, please? Can I just look at the sheet music?
You're right. Enough of that.
It was all improvised.
Let's listen to another section, shall we?
Another section?
The guitar bursts into flames at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to the "Oh, that night in your embrace."
Yes, queen.
Oh, play verse 2 again.
Oh my god.
Oh
How many times? We need to count over how many times they play this goddamn cutscene.
god. Oh.
How late can you go again, Art?
I'm loving this.
Like 30.
Okay.
They feel the same in tune, but they're clearly very different.
What?
Well, put your honor. Yeah, the phrase in verse 2 was quite simple. But the same phrase in verse 1 has a high and low note. You have to use 2 hands to play that for sure.
Ah,
What's that prove?
I think you would know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the 2 verses are different arrangements. Happens all the time.
Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing the arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
Oh.
That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself.
Now ask yourself why Machi changed how he played, and there's only one answer. You need a free hand in order to press the switch.
Unork.
An orc.
You have Unork?
You have Unork.
order! Onork. I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, quite. Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
What, no comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up.
Sure you did, Head Forehead.
I shut him up. He's dead. He can't see shit.
Very well. Barring an objection from the prosecution,
Oh!
I will now state the court's opinion in this matter.
Good show, Sleeves. No, great show.
It's not over. I don't like him when he looks so happy.
Why not?
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing.
Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Head Forehead.
Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but the facts? Anyone can see it was him.
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. I guess. It could have been him, but we don't have decisive proof that it absolutely was him.
Yeah.
1,000 facts might point towards the same conclusion. But without this decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
I don't believe it.
It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present.
Oh, I think if he did, we already would have seen it a long ways back.
It is unfortunate, but at present this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
What? The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
Apollo, remember what Daddy said?
I know.
Blah 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 blah. Get in there. Go. Go fight, win.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I think he just meant a weak spot? No? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I've got to find a weak spot in this guy. Something fatal.
So, can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I got a lot of time on my hands, but I got no more time to play pretend with this dead weight attorney.
Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has a lighter.
Huh?
I'm going to set you on fire. Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
Ah yes, good guitars are kept dry is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Oh, your plan has a lighter in it too, Detective?
Oh my God, Jay.
No, it was there from the very beginning.
What?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo.
What, and this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney.
All the better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end. At Forehead, kill him. You are accusing this man, Darin Crescent, of 2 crimes. the murder of Mr. Latus and the smuggling of a Virginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case.
Oh,
This trial has already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood?
yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent.
Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that would take apart Derek Crescent's plan is...
Call Machi?
Oh.
If we get Machi to...
Set his hair on
Admit?
fire?
Yeah. That would be his weakness.
It's a good idea.
Would you like to try it?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
calling Machi would be
What,
good.
Witness.
what evidence? Like, I don't know.
Call the witness.
Yeah.
I can't think of any evidence that we have that would.
Just let me say this, Wonder. Your gut
Yeah.
feeling is usually very correct, and then you talk yourself out of your gut feeling a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a point.
Your lighter isn't a piece of evidence.
Huh? So what is?
It is true that I couldn't show decisive evidence. But perhaps what I need to prove my case is something else.
You mean a witness?
Proving he's guilty is a tall order, so I need a short man. But I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice.
Thank you.
Very well. Who is this person that can prove Derek Crescent's guilt?
Oh, the one person who can prove the guilt is the defendant, Machi Tobai!
Your client? Again?
Oh, yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Machi Tobai was an accomplice of the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Crescent would have not gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
How so?
It would require just one of those very cocoons which the Latus was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Borginia, we could burn a cocoon. That burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue that we would, no doubt, also find inside the burned out guitar.
Aha! Very scientific of you.
Thank you!
I know a detective would very much appreciate that approach. Oh.
Yeah, very, very scientific, yes. But thus,
God, this is
if
so
Machi-
hot.
if Machi Tobai acknowledges his agreement with Darian Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Borginian cocoon, the case is solved.
Darian's laughing again?
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to.
Why not?
The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling.
What's this all about?
Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. By Virginian law.
Yeah, see? If our pianist really was a smuggler, then testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking.
Oh, but you're wrong, Detective Crescent.
What?
It's the other way around. If Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
Huh? How?
Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Borginia.
And they'll likely broadcast our dealing in court today. Including the part about the Borginian cocoon.
Yeah, but
But if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. It's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not gonna find him guilty of murder here. Not now.
yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me.
Just did.
Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's gonna think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tobai. The cocoon smuggling. Your entire plan. Machi Tobai knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him. And that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling.
Wow, we haven't had a bot in a while.
Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. A hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos?
That sounds really dangerous.
on.
You're not ready.
Please don't
Fuck!
I had to back very far away from the mic for that.
There you.
Aw.
I consider that my last session with you. We rocked.
I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession?
Uh-oh, he's laughing again.
There's some kind of sick desperation in it now.
Can Apollo join the band now?
He plays a triangle.
It's exactly the sound they've been needing. Well, have you been listening to today's trial?
Yes.
And you'll talk? You'll tell this court everything?
I didn't want it to turn out this way. But if I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
Today's trial. It was for your benefit, you know? I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Machi.
Situation. I cannot explain, but money. I needed. Very much money.
Gambling debts. Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in the court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However,
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard.
should another case of this sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Machi Tobai,
Yes?
I promise you you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for the murder of Mr. Letouce, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
Oh.
Oh. I thank you.
Nice.
Only lie. But,
Yeah.
but you see truth. You find truth.
That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant Machi Tobaye.
Not
Not
guilty!
guilty!
baby!
Let's fucking go!
Yeah, baby!
Yes, little German boy.
Go. Nice.
Court is adjourned.
Get out.
What if
I
you
am
don't want
going
to?
to take. I am going to take this opportunity to flee. I'll
You
see you
could-
guys next time.
You could probably end
Good
here.
night,
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, let's
What?
maybe. Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you not want
You're
to?
gonna
You're gonna.
Got second judge
No,
place.
you guys can keep going without me. It's almost there. It's got like 5 minutes left. But I gotta go.
Isn't Phoenix gonna show up?
I mean,
Phoenix could very well show up.
okay, let's see if he's gonna show up.
I wonder what'll happen to Machi.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there'll be another trial here.
All's well that ends well. God damn it.
Hi, Nick.
Alright, you got me.
Nick.
You were right.
Daddy!
I owe you both my thanks.
Let me what?
Is something wrong?
I'm sorry. I know I can see through your veil. How much was your partner on stage, your friend?
Yes, I thought of him as my own son.
Uh-huh.
Even now I do. Yet, something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. And he must bear for what he has done. Is that not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Do not be sorry. You have given me courage.
Courage.
I'm considering an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
It's funny. I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doctor, Lamiwa lost her sight due to some sort of accident.
An accident?
Wonder if that'll be important later. As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I felt that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I have been running from. I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
If the light returns to my eyes, I think I will take up painting.
Painting?
That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all.
I will paint the two of you, I promise. I hope we see it at the end of the game and it's terrible.
It's gotta be in the credits.
Aw.
I can't wait, Lamiwa.
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo.
Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what?
You reminded me I need to hurry things along.
What?
On my secret mission, that is.
Right! Your secret mission!
Apollo, Trucy, I hope that we will meet again someday soon.
You bet. Me too.
To be continued.
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on until it came to an end. Like most things, really.
And on and on.
And on.
And on and on.
Thanks to the trial and every flashback we ever had.
And on.
The guitar serenade was a huge hit, and no one got sick of it. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now, I guess. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer at the end.
Oh, got him.
Got
And
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's over.
End
We're free.
scene.
We escaped.
You probably have to flee, Yard.
It's over.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm running. Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
You are terrible
took
comedians.
forever.
It did.
Well, everybody, thank you for watching.
Yeah. This is
Yeah,
one of
what are we
those,
doing
like,
tomorrow.
probably one of the most controversial trials in the series. If you couldn't
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Wait, let me check up to here real quick.
Oh, yeah?
I might be calling somebody out. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So on YouTube, there was Danley
Oh, we're calling somebody
Sorry.
out.
Duskblade. No, Duskblade. Let's see. It says, I hate this case, but it makes me so mad. Y'all make it at least enjoyable. Thank you."
Yeah.
Aww.
Aw, thank
Thank you,
you.
Danley.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Hope we got to the end of it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
wasn't a call out, that was a shout out.
That
Yes.
was.
You made
You thought I was gonna go after, didn't you?
We did. But yeah, I do think it's. I agree with the Grony. I think it's on the weak side. I don't think it's bad. It just has bad execution in some areas.
Exactly. Exactly. If
Yeah.
we didn't have to go through the video so many times, totally fine.
It's also a bad idea to like put all the videos at the very end.
Yeah, to have people lie so many times. And the weak
Yeah.
sauce, applesauce of like, oh, magicians can't reveal the secret. Somebody died.
Yeah.
We'll keep a secret.
It's a reason why in a future game, spoiler, a similar incident that does happen, but they immediately like, yeah, no, let's reveal the secret that we did.
I remember that. And then you guys making the comments about it, but I had no context.
Yes.
I feel so much
I
more
think I vaguely
knowledgeable
remember
now.
that too.
I wouldn't mention too much details, but it had to do with a magic trick.
Right.
And it is in Spirit of Justice
Remember.
specifically. I can tell you afterwards.
Okay.
But
Maybe I'll remember.
this is when I disappear.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
now
You're
time for your
leaving
competition.
for the competition.
Competition.
You will
Good
have the
luck.
best time. Just avoid
Break
any and
so
all
many
small
legs.
piggly children.
I'll kill all the piglins. But yeah, I'm leaving because on Friday the competition officially starts. Now, if you guys want to watch it, I'm sorry in advance.
Oh?
Oh.
The pre-show on Friday starts at around like probably 11 a.m. or something like that. But the
Okay.
actual competition
Okay.
starts 5 a.m. EST.
Oh, yeah.
And the competition will be, like, day one will be done by the time Jay does his wheel.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I didn't even
Yes.
think about that one.
I thought about the night, I'm like,
makes
wait.
sense.
But, yeah, it
I
didn't
guess
crash.
that will time out then.
Yeah. 5 a.m., that's when I wake up. Yay!
How?
Oh boy, 5 a.m.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. is for pig.
Alright, because on that note, tomorrow is Peach, isn't it?
We're finally coming back to Peach.
me?
Finally
Yeah.
going back to Princess Peach
Knock on wood.
Showtime. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. I'm
Here's the
not
thing,
there.
I have a super long workday tomorrow, so we'll see how I'm
Oh
feeling.
boy.
Hey.
But yeah, I am gonna be gone from
Mel.
tomorrow until I might be back Monday. But I've said, hey, these series that I'm part of that I'm not necessarily the one playing, go ahead without me. Do your thing.
Yep.
I can't really hold you hostage when I'm gone for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That night, it was. What kind of soup was it? Flashback soup?
Flashback soup.
Switch soup?
Do we?
Lighter soup!
Do we there?
Lighter
No,
soup.
Lighter
no,
soup.
it was
Lighter
igniter
soup.
soup. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Okay, so with one there, another there,
It
a
was
third
siren soup.
there. That's not it. Hi.
That's not it. That's not it. Hi.
Oh, we're trying to see
Oh
how many
my
times
God.
take a screenshot.
5, 6, 7. And this is one of the videos. 8.
Hey.
And this is the first one. 9.
Well, 8. 8
Yeah,
times
eight
it was
is.
flashback too.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, a lot there. Also,
There.
Whee! There.
Hopefully be a good time.
Yes. Oh. But until then. Bye bye.
No.